So it looks like the New York Jets are cutting Aaron Rodgers. That's the report. Well, you can't be like you shocked. I mean, he really didn't do nothing there. I mean, he played that opening Monday night game against the Buffalo Bills and had that ghost, basically a butt sack. Mark Sanchez had the butt fumble. Aaron Rodgers had the butt sack, and he was out for the whole year. And then he comes back the next year. Then Robert Saleh tried to dap him up, and then he gave him the Heisman. And then they go on to lose rest of the season. He's throwing bad picks and everything. And he's always like trying to be cool and try to come off like he's the smartest one in the room, but they just look dumb. And he old and washed. I mean, Green Bay hung on to him a year, 2 years too late. Because like I said, at that NFC Championship game against Tampa Bay, when he wouldn't even dive in the sea in his own end zone, to try and make an attempt, he lost that game, and that was it. Matt LaFleur had to hang on and hold back Jordan Love for a couple years to keep him around. So this ain't really a surprise or a shock. It's kind of like been on the cards in the deck. Aaron Rodgers been washed for 4 years. Yeah, he'll probably go somewhere. I think he'll take Devontae Adams with him. He may go to Tennessee or something like that. But stat padding aside, there ain't going to be no postseason. He's washed. He has an occasional moment where he looks all right, and he can, hang on the center and have some be all right and flourishes. But he is not the roll of dice man he was. It ain't gonna be a Tom Brady part two. It's not going to go that well. It already showed wear and tear already when I was looking at him. So Aaron Glenn's coming to the Jets. Yeah, you got to start anew. And it can't help the Jets that Sam Darnold goes off to Minnesota and gets to the postseason and puts Minnesota in position to having a legit record. Only because Detroit beat them while they didn't win a division, but they won 14 plus games. So that has to mess with your head too. And it's like, okay, if Sam Darnold can look this good, we supposed to have one of the greatest quarterbacks ever, and he looks busted. So what do we do? So this is all I'm trying to say, that if you have to move on from him, and it's inevitable, and they couldn't do nothing there. Uh, that's just a situation where it never worked out with the Jets. I had to hear all these heads on sticks, these so-called experts boast and brag, oh, he's this, he's that, he's this, he's that, he's this, and that. And then what happened? Wasn't much to him. They were supposed to come out the AFC East. Remember that? Super Bowl, Joe Namath, the Dub Part Dub, all this craziness that was coming out. What happened? He never arrived. It never happened. So, but again, this is what people do in fairy tale land. Sell you on hype, sell you on a hoopla. Like Public Enemy said, don't believe the hype. Aaron is one of the greatest quarterbacks. He's also one of the most overrated. And